Okay, so today we're going to be sorting out my guest bedroom and giving it a little bit of a refresh. Nothing too strenuous, but I think it needs a bit of a makeover. If you've been with me since day one of this house, you'll know that I had this as my office at first, and it had a few iterations of that for a while, but I ended up switching a few of my bedrooms around so I could sleep better, and I now sleep in what was the guest bedroom and turned my bedroom into an office. So this room is now a guest bedroom, but I've sort of let it slide and it doesn't look its best anymore, so this is currently what we're working with. Obviously it's not horrendous, it's not super ugly or anything. It's cute, but it just stores a lot of furniture that's not really very cohesive. So I need to start moving stuff around in here. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with the bed. It is an exceptionally large king size for this kind of small room, but I don't want to be wasteful and buy a new bed just for this project, so I think I'm going to try and figure out where it's going to go in this space and move some stuff around. So cue furniture moving montage. I've lost part of my belt. This is my favourite belt. I don't know where it is. What have I done? Okay, I have made a lot of progress. I put the bed against the purple wall, which I think looks pretty good. It means I don't have to paint the accent wall again, so that's nice. It looks a lot worse than it did when I started a few hours ago, but we will persevere and I'm hoping it will get a lot better by tomorrow. I don't know if you can tell, but my allergies are playing up, so I'm going to stop filming. I'm going to do a little bit of organising off camera.
This is horrible foreshadowing. I ended up sick for a whole week. It was bad.
It's also really hot. I hate this. I will do some of the boring stuff and catch up with you tomorrow. Okay, so in my defense, I didn't know I was gonna get horrendously sick for a week and not be able to finish this video. So here we are. I have done absolutely none of the stuff I said I was gonna do in that last clip. I've just been in bed editing and feeling sorry for myself. So today I'm gonna blitz it and we're gonna get this finished at some point somehow. I feel really crusty though, so bear with me. Oh, sniff. Okay, let's see what we can do.
As you can see, I switched out my wicker shade for a paper shade. I love the way this diffuses the light, and I think these are coming back into style, which is great because they're a really affordable option. I also switched out the curtains for something ever so slightly less sheer, but really not that much less sheer, honestly. These are just from H&M, and I loved these so much when I used them in my sitting room that I decided to get a pair for this room as well because I thought the colour was really pretty. I did a few other small things like removing the handles on my bedside table and changing them out for these old Anthropologie ones that I've had lying around for a while, and some more shuffling of furniture. You might remember these vases. I thrifted them a while ago and I painted them black, and then I decided I actually hated them that colour. So I went in with a pastel lilac to match the room and this really fun green colour. I also used the lilac on this photo frame that I ended up using in the styling of the bedroom as well. For another mini DIY, I wanted to create another paper lampshade that could go on the floor. So I took this base that I thrifted and removed the shade, and then I set up the paper lampshade, but they're only really meant to hang from the ceiling. So I cut the base of the shade and I thought I could glue the paper lampshade to it to give it a bit of stability. So once it was all put back together, I just used a tiny bit of Mod Podge around the edge and I popped the paper lampshade on top. It really was that simple. I let it dry for a few hours and then I was able to put it on the floor and plug it in. I am really racing through these DIYs today. Okay, one more. So the headboard. This is a double headboard that I found in a charity shop for £5. I love it, but it doesn't actually fit on the king bed. So to rectify that, the first thing I had to do was I had to move the attachments ever so slightly closer to the edge of the headboard. This was really easy. I just measured it and then screwed them back into place. Once I was done, I was able to attach it to the bed frame nice and securely. For some reason, this is always such a struggle getting it at the right height. Let me know if you also feel the same way. And because it was still a little too small, I decided to make a frame to go around the edge. This was so simple. I just measured out how long the bed was and I cut a wooden dowel to size. I then cut 2 pieces for the side and made sure I had 45-degree angles so that I could slot them all together. Okay, so we've got 3 pieces of dowel all cut to size with 45-degree angles. This is a very rudimentary version of a headboard just to extend what we've already got. This wood is unstained and I don't actually have a stain that matches with the headboard we already have. So because I'm going wild with the lilac in this room, let's just paint it. What is the worst that could happen? I think this could look kind of fun. I don't like the colour as much as I thought I did. It looks so much darker, so I think I'm just going to paint it with the same paint that's on the wall. With the headboard frame drying, it was time to style the space. The first thing I wanted to do was cover the ugly box of the bed and put some sheets on to protect the bed. I also did a few other things this day, like hanging up this picture, which is a print from Desenio, adding a lampshade, and then I came back in the next day when it was a bit sunnier to do the final styling. Now with the styling done, it's time for the final reveal. Let's throw it back to what this bedroom looked like before. The bed was in a really awkward place and the room had lots of clunky furniture that just didn't fit. I also had DIYs sprawled all over the place. So this is what it looks like now. It's so much calmer, it's more refreshing, there's so little furniture in here, and it's the perfect place to be able to have guests. I really love the pastel purple colour scheme. I'm starting to think lilac might be a contender for my favourite colour. And you can tell from this bedroom, it is everywhere, but I'm really pleased with it. I love how I had a bit more fun playing with colour this time, and I was able to use mostly what I already had, and I used a lot of thrifted and upcycled pieces for this project too. With that being said, I think it's about time that we wrap up today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you're doing any room makeovers at the moment, let me know in the comments down below, and let me know what your favourite part of this room was. I think my favourite part was maybe the print above the bed. Yeah, I think so. Anyway, I'm gonna sign off for now, and I've got some more projects up my sleeve, so I should be able to see you again very soon. Okay, take care, happy decorating, and I'll see you next time. Bye.